Hi everyone, welcome back to Arubakes. I'm Aru and today we are making these beautiful Easter egg nests. This is the perfect thing to make for your Easter gathering this upcoming Easter weekend. I've got a couple of Easter recipes for you guys already up on my YouTube channel. We've got some original hot cross buns, we've got some chocolate hot cross buns, we've got this Easter Rocky Road bar, and we've got this. So I've got a range of goodies that's perfect for you when you're hosting this Easter. So let's get straight into it. To make our little Easter egg nest, first we have to start off by chopping up some dark chocolate. You can use a mix of milk and dark, but I'm just using dark today because it brings in a little bit of bitterness. It cuts through the sweetness, so you can actually eat more of these little Easter egg nests. So chop this up as small as you can because then it just melts down easier. If you can use some chocolate chips or chocolate buttons, then that makes life so much easier as well. So we're kind of looking to chop these up roughly to about that size. Get yourself a decent sized saucepan, and into this we are going in with our chopped chocolate, some room temperature butter. As always, I'm using salted butter because I feel like it gives a better depth of flavor to anything you're making, savory or sweet. And to this I'm also going in with a little pinch of salt just to bring out that chocolatiness. And let's get that heating on a medium to low flame just to melt and combine everything. You just want to melt this through and combine everything. If you heat this on a high heat, there is a chance that your chocolate might split. So we have to always be very careful when heating chocolate on a stove to make sure that you do it gently so that you have that nice, beautiful, smooth, glossy chocolate. Like a minute is all it takes. It's done. It's melted through. It's looking beautiful. Now we can mix this with the corn flakes. So I've got some normal corn flakes here, not Frosties or anything, just the plain corn flakes. Put that into a large bowl. And to this, I am going to add in our melted chocolate. Ooh, it's looking good. Oh man. So decadent. And then give this a mix just to coat all of our cornflakes with that chocolate. The way to stop it from getting all soggy as it firms up and sets. Just keep stirring it until everything's kind of coated through and you don't see any of that yellow cornflakes bits, and you just see a nice chocolate crunchy mess. Okay, now that our cornflakes are nicely coated through, just set that aside and very quickly line some cupcake holders with some cupcake cases. And then just spoon this in to each cupcake case. About that much. So at this point, you have to kind of work a little bit fast just because we don't want this chocolate setting and the cornflakes kind of hardening up before we pop these into the cases, because then it'll be just difficult to get them to look pretty. So I managed to get a good solid 12 cupcakes from this. Now I'm just going to use the back of the rolling pin and then kind of squash this down a little bit just to create that nest-like effect. Just in the middle, leave the sides popping up like that. So that's the kind of look we're going for. And then get your Easter eggs and pop them in like this. This is just so that it has that proper like nest feel and look, so that your Easter eggs can nicely snuggle in there and set up beautifully. But you have to do this while the chocolate is still all melty, so that your Easter eggs stick to the chocolate and the cornflakes. So that's how they're looking. And now we'll just pop this in the fridge for about an hour for it to nicely set up. Okay, so guys, this has been setting for a little while, but I realized that maybe I was a little too slow and the chocolate had set a little before I put the Easter eggs in, so they don't look like they're sticking. So it's a little hack that I'm going to use just to make sure everything is nice and sticky and will stay nicely. So I melted a little bit more chocolate. This time I didn't put any butter, just melted the chocolate. I'm going to pop this into a piping bag. Now you can use a spoon, but I just find it a little neater when you use a piping bag to do something like this. Pop this in. So that's a nice melty warm chocolate. Twist this like that. Snip off the edge, but not very big, just kind of like that. Okay. Take the eggs out and then pour a little bit of chocolate in here, and then pop your Easter eggs back in. And now when they're set in the fridge, they will harden up and stick to our cornflakes. This is such an easy hack, you guys, so don't worry if things go wrong. There's always ways to fix it. These have been sitting in the fridge for about an hour now. They've nicely set up. They are looking gorgeous. So just pop them out of the silicone case, and then you can just easily peel the paper off to reveal your beautiful Easter egg nest. So I'm going to be a kid and first go in with an Easter egg. It's delicious. It's crunchy, it's chocolatey, and then every now and then you get a little bit of that flaky sea salt coming through. Oh my gosh, it's delicious. They're super cute. Try this out this Easter weekend. I promise you, both the kids and the adults are going to go nuts for this. Thanks for watching. Bye.